This is the sixth word example for arrays. In this example, we will look at calculating an average. Here are the sub-goals for evaluating array statements. Here's the problem that we want to solve. Assume that the integer array alpha has been properly declared and is full of data values. Evaluate these statements and then determine the value of the variable avg. If any error occurs, give the reason. This is followed then by the code that is given. Sub-goal 1, set up the array from 0 to size -1. Alpha is an array of ints and it has values, but we don't know what the values are. So we'll set up the array so that it goes from index 0 to index size -1. Remember that alpha.length will give you the array size. Sub-goal 2, evaluate the data type of statements against the array. The only references to the array are in the loop and in the selection statements. We have the loop for the integer I index, goes from 0 and continues as long as I is less than alpha.length. The value at alpha sub I is added to sum, and sum is an integer. So that's legal. Then we have a selection statement. If the length of alpha is not 0, in other words, the array is not empty, then the average is equal to sum times 1.0 divided by alpha.length. Again, all of these assignments are valid. Sub-goal 3 then is to trace the statements, updating the slots as you go. But what is this code doing? Let's trace it with one sample array. First, sum and average are both initialized to 0. Then we calculate the sum. We will go through the loop where I takes on every index value from 0 to 4, which is the alpha.length -1. We are adding the value at alpha sub I to the sum. So when I is 0, alpha sub I, or alpha at position 0, is 12, so we add 12 to sum. When I becomes 1, we add the value at alpha sub 1, or 22, to the value that's in sum. 12 plus 22 is then 34. Then I becomes 2, alpha sub 2 is 8, adding 8 to 34 gives us 42. When I becomes 3, alpha sub 3 is 15, adding 15 to 42 gives us 57. And then I becomes 4, alpha at position 4 has a value of 3, 57 plus 3 is 60. When we exit the for loop, the variable sum has a value of 60. We then have the statement if alpha.length is not equal to 0, which it isn't, then we will calculate average is equal to sum times 1.0, which gives us 60.0 divided by alpha.length, which is 5. 60.0 divided by 5 gives us 12.0. We can see that all of the values in the array are then added to sum. Look at the selection statement. Why do we even need it? What if the array has been declared, but it has no values? Then its size would be 0, and we would be dividing by 0. That would give us an exception, so we need to guard against this. As long as the array has some values, then we calculate the average. Why do we need to multiply the sum by 1.0? Well, remember that an int divided by an int is always an int, so we need to make sure that we're doing double arithmetic. So either the divisor or the dividend has to be a double. One way to do this is to multiply one of the values by 1.0. Another way to do it would be to add 0.0 to the value. Still another way would be to cast one of them as a double. The average is then the sum of all the elements divided by the number of elements in the array. So the answer is average contains the average of the values in the array alpha, or 0 if alpha is empty. That is the end of this worked example.